In that whole session, you were really spending too much time presenting. Maybe the part that you could have reduced is the presentation about in the intro session. I've noted that instead of 1 minute, you actually use 3 minutes for the icebreaker, including a very detailed introduction of yourself. Then you also spent, in fact, almost after you present yourself again, yeah. So it was 6 minutes used in before you really came to informing the learners about the learning outcome. So you plan only for 2 minutes, but you already use 6 minutes before you reach there. And by the time you reach, you finish the event 4, which is supposed to be 5 minutes into the session, you have actually used double the time, which means 10 minutes. So you have spent a lot of time presenting and leaving little time for the facilitation. Your times out were therefore at event 6, you will time out rather than reaching towards the end. So you may really want to manage your time better and try to give control over to the learners more. There were a couple of slides which I thought may not be relevant. For example, the SARU. I don't think it's linked to your learning outcome, and you didn't use the concept of, I know you're talking about structure, but you're spending too much time explaining through it. Maybe you don't even need to mention SARU, just mention structure, and that will save you time in terms of presentation. I didn't really see clear group activity. You were having like individual noting down and going up there to pace, but the learners do not have really discussion among themselves. So the group activity is kind of lacking. I agree also that you did not kind of pause too much because you were really on the presenter mode. So one of the danger of being a Toastmaster speaker is because you are so used to presentation. So you take it like a 15 minutes presentation rather than a facilitation session, a training session. That calls for different sets of skills. The other part, while music is nice in the beginning, we don't have to play music just because we want to insert the music. So especially at that part where just intermittently you switch on the music and then you know that it's not playing well. There's one opportunity which you could have scribed and you did not, and that is when you summarize the learner's input. It was a good summary. If only you could quickly go to this scribe it on the flip chart, then you would have been able to demonstrate your ability to scribe. So there are a couple of things that we didn't quite see. Basically on the scribing part, there were also no clear group activity. There was some pasting of the post-it note, but that doesn't amount to. It was an individual reflection and putting up there, but the group activity wasn't strong. I know during the icebreaker you have a little bit of sharing about your favorite place and all that, but it's not the learning activity towards the LO, right? So you have to be mindful of that in the next time. So generally, I think you need to make a deliberate shift towards facilitation in the next SP.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Otherwise,
you.
okay.